Aloha, my beautiful friends, and welcome back. We are on episode 89, and today I have a little special one. I probably always say something like that, but I wanted to highlight some of the things that we like to do for injuries, working around these things, because I think it's really important when we talk about strength training, whether you're powerlifting or not. A lot of us turn to the gym, resistance training, in order to feel better and maybe strengthen things that are weak, right? But how do we work through certain aches and pains if we've tried a bunch of things? One thing I'm going to talk about today is something that I've been incorporating for the last couple months. And I tell you right now, it is one of the most simple things that I have ever done for my training and shoulder health. I mean, I've tried it all. I've had the same sort of ache and pain well over a decade at this point. And in the beginning, I did taping, I did chiro, and I will talk a little bit about those things and how they helped me along the way. But today, I'm going to highlight the one thing that you're probably not doing that might just help you. It's blown my mind that it's so simple. And had it not been for my dad, if my dad's listening right now, me and my dad always exchange things about fitness. If it hadn't been for my dad saying, "Hey, Heidi, have you heard about this book?" I would have never known this. So stick around. We're going to go over my top 3 things you want to do for shoulder health that you're probably not doing. And of course, this podcast is brought to you by my gym, Core Strength and Performance, where we live through strength. And if you're looking for online training, if you're looking to level up your strength or powerlifting training and you need some guidance, me and my husband are a team. We own a gym, we practice and we preach. We train people day in, day out. That's 100% of what I do, besides obviously talking a lot on this podcast. But we like to teach people how to be better in strength and how to balance that with life. We're both parents. We work with a lot of people who have regular jobs. Their life is not powerlifting. And how do we still use powerlifting to supplement our life, to have a better life, and have a little competition in there while balancing injuries and stress? So if that's something you're interested in, visit core256.com. You can learn more about our online training. So getting it started, I wanted to start off first with explaining why this exercise has been so important. I kind of wanted to just briefly touch about the book that I read. And if you're watching right now, this is going to be on YouTube. I'm going to go into depth with a little bit more of the exercises. You'll be able to see the videos of me doing it. But because it's so simple, it's pretty self-explanatory. You don't necessarily need to watch the videos. However, visit our YouTube if you want to see me doing the exercises, see our members at the gym doing the exercise. And I'll talk a little bit more about the additional exercises, and I'll show demonstrations of the additional exercises that I like to do personally, but you don't have to do these in particular, but I'll show you 2 different ways that you can do it. So starting off with number 1, I wanted to talk about this book. All right. This book is called Shoulder Pain, ? The Solution and Prevention. The exercise that heals the shoulder and relieves back pain, 5th edition. This book has been written a long time ago. And this is written by a doctor, Dr. John Kirsch, who is a board-certified orthopedic surgeon. And I'm going to give you like the shoulder pain book for dummies. We're going to give you a synopsis of this. So basically, the doctor was a orthopedic surgeon, right? He worked on a lot of shoulders. He worked on backs. He's worked on a number of things. However, he found that people's shoulders still weren't getting better, even though he was performing these surgeries. And he always felt like he was sort of missing something. Well, he fell, had an accident, hurt his shoulder, and then he was screwed. So through his own injury, he came to this realization that we as adults don't normally hang like on jungle gyms, like when we did when we were kids, right? And this sort of epiphany happened, and you can kind of go into the book a little deeper, but really it's his own personal story of discovering, hey, maybe hanging would be something. Why not try this? And so with his own injury, he went through a series of hanging like a pull-up bar. You're just hanging from the pull-up bar. And he found that he was able to relieve his pain with just hanging. And It was almost a surprise for him that it was so simple. So upon doing this, he started prescribing this to his patients. And what do you know? They got better. So make a long story short, I don't even know if he does surgery anymore because so much of the shoulder pain that was associated with what he thought would be fixed with surgery was not being fixed by surgery and was being helped tremendously by a hanging shoulder, pretty much your hanging shoulders.